guys, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. Started this already. Got all the way up to your comment, Penelope. Read, ma'am, I'm thinking of reporting you to the management. We need tech help, stat. And I said, oh, we need a little alarm thing to go off when there's no sound. And then I looked and there was no sound. Thank you, Penelope. You saved me doing a whole comments time with no sound on it. I need something to thump me round the head or something. Elizabeth, how much did Dumpkin pay this woman for the review? I was saying that's a $64,000 question, isn't it? P.S. That lipstick made the lady look ghost-like, and her bottom lip was really dry. Lardy looks like a motorbike rider on steroids. That so-called dancing is terrifying. She reminds me of some huge wound-up mechanical toy, deranged, and what's with the head banging? Shouldn't she wear a safety helmet? Bella was such a pretty little soul, she was. She's always hungry. Lisa eats in her car. Lardy eats in her bed or standing up. Narcs have the strangest eating habits. I was telling you about my mum. She didn't cook. She put her jewellery in the oven. She had nothing in the fridge. She had this small freezer that someone gave her. That there was I think there was half a bag of frozen peas in it. Fuck knows why, because she never cooked. And so I asked her, could I take it for my flat? Because I actually bought food and cooked for myself. And she said no, because she's an ark and it's hers. But yeah, she used to go through phases of she'd have a fit and she was into these little yogurts at one point. So that's all that would be in the fridge. And then the next week it was Dairy Dunkers or something. So like Lardy. Really weird. She screams and howls like a hyena, then drives home, totals, putting others' lives at danger. Her hair looks like the feathers on a parakeet that's had a huge electrical shock. I hate anyone who drinks and drives me mad. She's a joke that no one laughs at. Jill, her New York hotel is $1,200 a night. Then she spends $10,000 to $20,000 on stuff. Bags, ugly Gucci blazers. I have money, so I'm not jealous, but who does she think she relates to? How many of her viewers spend $30,000 4 times a year on handbags? She's lost reality. She does it more than 4 times a year, Jill. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get tech help to set something up, aren't I, Penelope, so I don't go off recording things with no sound. Claire, is Lululemon not the posh one? I once had a crush on my physical trainer, and when I was down in London, I spent a ridiculous amount on nice gym wear. It could be. What's the one I was thinking of then? What's the other one that everyone was selling from their garages? Bonnie, another nice colour lipstick on you. Thank you very much. I said I'd show it in a thingy, didn't I? Where is it? Hang on. I'm gobsmacked at the amount of people that have been asking me what I'm wearing. Is it in that or have I put it in this? I think I might have put it in the cat. Right, so in one video I was wearing this on its own, and it's number 006 pink flush, I think. I need my magnifying glass, can't see bugger all anymore. Yeah, pink blush Rimmel 006. Just one off a 007. Where's the thingamy-bob? There, but see, let me put this light on it. Will that work? You actually get to see what colour it is. See, that doesn't help either, does it really? Let me see if I do a swatch. Aha! That looks better, doesn't it? That's the lipstick. So in one comments video or whatever it was, I just had this on its own, and then I put this over it. It's Wet n Wild Chameleon Gloss in, is it Halo's Way? Yeah. And this, you don't need anything under it really. See if you can see it there. Cool, isn't it? So that's what I was wearing. But like I said, you don't need the lipstick. The gloss on its own does it. But I had the lipstick on and my lips were getting dry, so I put... Where have I put that now? I put that on over it. And I've got nothing on today, but in future, if I do put anything on, I will pin a comment to let you know what it is. Whoops, sorry. Now, how long before I get this all over the place? I'm going to have to watch what I'm doing with my hand now. Right, where are we? Do-do-do-do. Bonnie, I thought it was LuLaRoe, but that's what it is. I got confused. Yep, you're right, Bonnie, it is LuLaRoe. That people had tons of clothes left. For some reason, I thought people were still selling them. Like that one lady on the TV show, Sister Wives. Who knows? I might be batshit crazy. No, you're the one that knows what you're talking about. It was me. I got the two of them confused because they're quite alike, aren't they? LuLaRoe and Lululemon. Tracy, I think you're right. Lululemon actually has a reasonable resale value. Yeah. It's me. I didn't get either of them. I don't wear either, so I didn't know. I just remember watching Auntie Malum videos and they were talking about it. Now I'm going to sit staring at this. It's amazing. I wonder if I could get... Did I put that away? I wonder if I can get the light on it. Show you that. Right. Can you... There, look. So pretty. I love glitter and holographic and anything that's out there and mad. A bit like myself, really. Anyway, where were we? I don't... Oh, sorry, Wanda. I don't like any of them because I don't like looking at her face that long to make a decision. Diane's laughing. Maya Lightseeker, I've never known anyone so afraid of their own fucking face. Had me dying. So true, isn't it, though? It is. Also, the lip colour you're wearing in this video is so pretty on you. I'm editing to say you have me lolling all the way through this. Thanks always for the laughs, Jules. You're very welcome, Maya. And I think it was this that I was wearing in that video. Doop. Tracy, 10:45. Oh my god, that scared the heck out of me.
Picture in here, and then I thought, okay, I'll just do this side of my...
Her hand. I can't believe she posted that horrible image of her crinkly and veiny skin. Why didn't she moisturise her skin first, or put some of that lip plumper on the back of her hand? It looks all dried up. Seriously, look at the side by side of the skin on the back of her hand and her face. Peg, holy creature features. Right? With all those moisturisers, why doesn't this deep thinker think to moisturise? Tracy, creature features. Haha, perfect. I remember watching that. Carolina, hell yeah, I thought it's a wooden plate she swatched on. That's what I thought as well when I was looking at it first. Tracy, wooden plate, that's funny. Should we have another look? Because I did just now. I thought, oh, she's got it on a... What
Picture in here.
But it does look like a wooden plate. That's insane. Alright. Yvonne, good morning, Jules. Good morning. Like your lipstick, it's raining here in Southern California. Your video just came up, so I'm relaxing and enjoying your video. Good for you. Put your feet up. Malva, it's raining up here in the bay too. Nothing like a good storm to clear the energy. I love a good storm. And it's even better if you're in a caravan or something with a tin roof. I love that. Bonnie, why would she keep both black leather jackets? That's the dumbest thing I've heard of. The medium is more me. What the hell? And she likes to thump. I just showed Jed that about 10 minutes ago. I said, oh, there's a funny bit. And he went, you? I went, no, her. He was wetting himself. Peg, how many leather jackets does she need in Beach Town, Wilmington? She's insane. Bonnie, well, maybe the stitches are bigger on one. She's absolutely sick. She nearly bought another one this time. She's insane. Absolutely batshit bonkers. Oops. And the thumb. Hello, thank you. Bonnie, oh, it does look good, doesn't it? But she buys for us. How can people not see through it? I don't know. I keep saying it. Surely. Are they blind? Have they got sunglasses on? What is it? I don't know. Cynthia, laughing my fucking arse off because Colorado has no snow to speak of this January, February. So Brookie will be sour. And Lisa knows jack about puffers and the feeling and the way they are sewn for warmth. What a moronic dipstick. Camel toe off duty. Yeah, she's clueless. Why does she buy fucking winter coats when she doesn't need a winter coat? One to take to fucking New York. That's all she needs. 29.57. Foomp. Oh my god, then you replayed it 3 times. I know, I've gone to watch it again. It's too funny. I love it.
Foomp. Like, just a coat, just go on me. Like that. Like the foomp. Like, just a coat, just go on me. Like that. Or you know how I like to foomp. Like, just a coat, just go on me. Like that. And
it's insane, isn't it? Foomp. Honestly, you could have replayed it 10 times and I would have laughed just as hard as the first. Hilarious. Well done, Jules. It's the best clip ever, isn't it? Mystical Fairies. I was pissing myself laughing. I ended up replaying that bit a few times myself. It would make the perfect short video, lol. In all seriousness, though, she is strange. Very. That was hilarious. Kelly, why does John stay? Doesn't he realise there's more to life than halls and the obsession with new things every single day? I don't get it. You must love her. That's all there is to it. I mean, why else would he be there? Or he loves the kids. Peg, I was thinking the same thing. It'd be perfect inclusion to a Lisa Dumpkin short video with her goofiness, Jules. I may... There was that. What was the other thing there was something else I repeated as well, but it's so very rare she does something funny. I'll have that clip saved for eternity and there'll be nothing to go with it. Tracy, the repeats are killing me, Jules, and in a good way, of course. Oh, and Canada Goose is out, along with the Golden Goose. Good thing she's not following trends. Bonnie, oh, the picture of her at the end says it all. Duh. Doesn't it, though? 100%, says Mystical Fairies. Bonnie, I've always wanted to try Lisa Eldridge products. Treat yourself, Bonnie. What's the shipping like to America? If it's something ridiculous, let me know and I'll get it here and send it for you. Helen, me too, but they're very pricey. We're going to have to look out for a thing, aren't we? I'm sure she does sales. And I've signed up for her email now. So when she has a sale, I'll give you all the heads up and we'll see if there's anything worth getting. Bonnie, I agree. It's for a special treat, just like Jules did. Yeah. It's not something I'd buy every week, but you know, when you hit 60, you deserve something nice, don't you? Cynthia, Lisa's distended belly is likely all the meat and no fibre, so it just sits in her belly too long. But as she brags, she has a long torso, a long face, and a long time gut. Doesn't she say, oh, she goes to the loo every day. She's empty. She'll only go to bed when she's empty. Bella, lol. Jace, yep, meat and Diet Coke. Ugh, can you imagine? The smell of that, yak. Helen, so sorry for your loss, Zoe. Sending hugs. Peg, she's really channeling her inner 12-year-old in this one. So childish, this woman. Helen, her lips are stuck in the 90s and not the good part of them. Every look is the same. Pale dead lips with chocolate around them. Yeah, baboon's ass. Jules, I hate when she does that with her lips as well. Gives me the boke. It does me and all. And it's the way she slows it down. It's like a fucking lip combo and porno time. I don't like it. What was it she did with the flip-flops? Don't like. Oh, I should put that together with thump, shouldn't I? Well, there's two things. For fuck's sake, can you imagine her freezing her bony arse off in Scotland? You don't want her in Scotland. Can you imagine the locals if she turned up? It'd be the gas man, wouldn't it? Is there someone that looks after you? Those loafers are hideous, I know. They remind me of really bad school shoes we had to wear. Gigi, I've never seen a woman apply her lip liner so slow and methodical. I can apply mine without a mirror. I mean, isn't she used to her lips yet? She's got issues for sure. This must have been what Mama did when Daddy was coming home or something. It's all very blech. Mystical Fairies 257305. When I put my makeup on today, I channeled myself, lol. Why can't she just open her drawer of shite and think, I'm going to wear that today? Why does she have to channel anyone?
Literally. And see how it has the slightest pearl to it. And then...
No. We don't want to see you put it on. Oh, poo. I've got too many tabs. Hang on. What's this one? Let's get rid of that one. Pussycat. There we go. Tech Help used to make fun of me about all the tabs I had open. He understands it now. Finally gets it. And he's like, if I don't have them open, I forget everything and I don't know what I'm doing. Most people channel themselves, don't they, Mystical Fairies? Not our Lisa. Trisha, oh Jules, when you said she was going to do that pterodactyl thing, I immediately started cracking up just picturing that. She annoys me with that. Ugh, stop it. Mystical Fairies, same here. Love your lipstick today, Jules. Thank you very much. Sandpiper Lane. I do too. Anyone know the brand shade? Said at the start and there's a pinned comment as well, I think, Sandpiper Lane, in case you go away and forget it, because I do that all the time. Lourdes, love your lippy. Thank you. I put on my makeup at 6:30am and take it off at 7pm when I get home from work. I wear light makeup because of the long work hours. It looks fine by the end of the day. The only thing I reapply during the day is lipstick because I love lipstick and because my lips are always dry. Yep, and you're normal. That's what normal people do. They don't say, I wore it all day and they only had it on for 4 hours. Mystical Fairies. Lisa trying to find her perfect foundation shade is becoming a science experiment. Isn't it though? She's on a real loafer kick now, isn't she? Buying all loafers known to man. She does that. Then it'll be something else. Then it'll be something else. She did that, didn't she? She did all the white t-shirts and she's back around doing them again. But she did all the leggings known to man. It was 11:10. I wonder what Chanel is looking for. She sits outside the bedroom door for a while. I'm wondering if she's looking for Will or John. Cause
this side is these two mixed. So it's the same intensity, but
that door there is Will's old bedroom. Then the one you can see there is the bathroom. And there's one here, which is John's office.
But a little bit more golden in there.
Oh, she's gone to John's office.
You tell me what you like best. I know it's probably hard for you.
Yeah, she's probably gone looking for John. He's the only one with any empathy in that house. Well, apart from the kids, you know what I mean. Trisha, is she ever going to wear the very expensive black leather jacket that John bought for her? Love your lippy colour, Jules. Thank you very much. That's the question, isn't it? Is she ever going to wear it? She pushed him into buying it. Well, she bought it and told him he'd bought it for her, didn't she? Peg, or the beautiful Gucci belt he gifted her. Nope, probably not. I think she's worn that once, the belt, Peg. Yes, I forgot about that one. Why does she even bother? She buys everything she wants and more anyway. She surely does, Trisha. And never asks. MJ, immediately major PTSD. At 20. What did she do? I don't want to give you PTSD again. As I've mentioned before, I was a very young mum at 16 when my family came to terms with it, and at physician was chosen. Why can't I ever say physician? Doctor. I'm going to say doctor. And a doctor was chosen for me. It was an old trusted family friend, and he was old, like maybe in his 70s or 80s. He was an okay doctor, but he was just old and old school, and those shoes remind me of him. I would look at the floor for most of my appointment, and those shoes brought me back to that old office and that old doctor. And I bet he made you feel horrible, and I'm really sorry for that, MJ. But you showed him, didn't you? Beautiful mother, brought your kids up properly. He's probably gone now, isn't he, by now? Moon Fairy. I despise Estee Lauder and all its other companies. It's an umbrella of brands, especially Bobbi Brown. They still test on animals. Bugger them. I'm still looking for a dupe of white linen. I don't buy anything from Estee Lauder anymore. I didn't know they tested on animals. Thanks for the info, Moon Fairy. Joyce. I hate it when she says, today's look outfit was inspired by... It's Sesame Street, isn't it? Today's show is sponsored by the letter C. Tell the truth, Lisa. Today's look outfit was copied from... Exactly. Today's outfit was spied on Pinterest, and I desperately ran around for ages trying to find the exact same outfit so that I could copy them. Peg. And today I am delusionally pretending to be... Exactly. Moon Fairy. Those loafers that she wore to her mum's are the pits. Boy, oh boy, are they ugly. Not even my grandma will wear them. Yeah, my gran had banging shoes. She had... I'm going to have to wipe this off because I'm going to end up putting it somewhere. Where's my baby wipes gone? She, my gran had... You know when Lisa says if you find something you like, buy it in every colour? Well, that's sort of the same thing that my gran did. She had... Oh, I can't find it. Tissue down here. She had suits. And one of them was lilac. It was a beautiful shade of lilac. Anyway, she wore a suit. And she had shoes that matched the suit. And she had a handbag. So she was monochromatic. And that's sticky. Really put together. And then the night she had an ulcer and an ulcer burst. And I've told this story before. Because there was only me, my mum and my gran in the house, we didn't put the light on in the bathroom. There was no window in the bathroom. So there was an extraction fan, and it used to carry on going for about 10 minutes after you turn the light off. It was really annoying. So we had a light right outside the door, so we'd put that on instead, you know, unless we were getting washed or whatever in there. If we were just going to the loo or brushing our teeth or whatever, we never bothered. So my gran had gone up and she was getting sick. And I went in to give her a kiss goodnight and see was she okay. And I asked her was she okay. And she said, yeah, she was fine and whatever. So I went to bed. And what had happened, her ulcer had burst and she was coughing up blood clots. And I didn't know that. And I couldn't see because the light wasn't on. Anyway, after I went to bed, my mum came up to check on her and put the light on. And it was like, shit. Ran across the road because we'd only just moved in there. We hadn't been in there long. So she ran across the road to the neighbours to ask if they'd phone the police, an ambulance for us. And then my gran was getting ready to go in the ambulance. And she'd put one of her suits on and she had her shoes, but she didn't know where she'd put the bag. And she was saying to my mum, can you find me the handbag that goes with this suit? My mum's like, just get in the fucking ambulance for shit's sake. And she's like, and tell Julie I said goodbye because she'll be very upset. She'll think I didn't think of her. And it was like, I so badly wanted to say I'm awake, but I knew my mum would have a go at me. But yeah, right till the end, she wanted her suit and her handbag and her shoes. And she had an umbrella to match as well. It was amazing. All matching outfits. Very put together lady was my gran. Valerie says, lol, men's shoes. I thought they looked like men's shoes too. Who's she seen wearing them that she wants them? Makes no sense. I'm going to call you Mally, Rebecca. Every time I see your avatar, I think it's Mally. I think the Malum is LuLaRoe. Yeah, it was me. I got it messed up in my head. Lululemon is a popular retail chain in the US. By the way, I was at Fashion Week and my friends plus one, we were at many events and I never saw her at any of them. There were a lot of people I saw on repeat. Can't wait to hear about her recap of the week. I bet she used it as an excuse to shop and not attend. I was there the 12th through the 16th. Not a single Lisa sighting. No, because she never went to any Fashion Week events. She only went to go to the one event. Was it a Like to Know It thing? I don't even know what it was now. I was that bored listening to her. And she stayed in the hotel where the event was, and she only stayed for an hour. And most of that was taken up with her having a photograph taken. So, yeah, she wasn't asked about Fashion Week. She went because she thought she was going to get a bag load of fucking PR from this thing, and she didn't, and she's pissed. Joyce, Lisa is going to mix foundations. Isn't she brave? What a rebel she is. Rebecca, the Estee Lauder new formulation is awful. Doesn't wear well and settles in every line. If you want to look like a Lisa clown, buy it. I'm 53 and need something less mask-like. She'll undo all the lasers this summer when she goes out in the sun. I've had them done due to melanoma and preventing more damage growing into cancerous spots. At 35, my sun worshipping ended. I look like uncooked chicken on a white paper plate. I sound like me. Now I'm going to have to scroll down to infinity and beyond. We'll get there. See how many there is? There's loads. Sometimes I can leave it for like 3 days, 4 days, and there's not that many comments, but these were popular. Wanda's just added that. Valerie, I think they look like men's shoes too. She's the only person on YouTube or anywhere saying those ugly ass shoes are in style. I refuse to say on trend. Right, there we were. Nope, there was the one after that, wasn't it? Do. I look like uncooked chicken on a white paper plate now. Yes, you and me both. Isn't that what What's Her Face says as well? Teresa is dead. She's uncooked chicken. See, I can't go out in the sun. I just go bright red and peel, and I end up really sore, or I get sunstroke, or I have still got a white line down my back. When Jed and I were first married, we went out one day because we were on Butlins camp still, and we went out to the pool one day, and I was sat on his lap, and I had a swimming costume on that like had the razorback type thing, and he spent, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 hours putting face cloths in cold running water and putting it on my back, and the minute he put it on, it was like and it was dry, and he was trying to reverse the sun damage, and I've still got the mark down my back. It's insane. I don't do the sun. Joyce, Lisa's MO is to fry in the sun, laser off the damage caused by the sun, then go fry in the sun again, then go and have the damage removed, rinse and repeat ad nauseum. Any other normal person would laser off the damage and avoid the sun. Everybody but Lisa, who doesn't have the brains God gave a chicken. Hang on, let me get this without banging the mic stand and giving everyone a headache. Moon Fairy, she wouldn't know the difference between chic or shit. Poor lamb, I can't even eat lamb, it breaks my heart. Same with veal. When we were in our first house in North Wales, at the top of the road where the bus used to go out, there was a little farm, and we used to see the lambs every spring, and it was so cute, bouncing around and jumping about. I can't imagine anyone wearing them or eating them. MJ 2946, oh wow, Like we would like your leftovers, Grandma Lisa. Hang on, what did she say here?
Like, if you
Yeah.
if you're interested, and if I ever decide I don't want that, I'll put it on my website. Okay, this is
We'll
the
get
medium.
Fump again.
This is what makes me like the medium a little bit more. You know how I like to foomp, like just a coat just go on me like that. Like to foomp, like just a coat just go on me like that. More. You know how I like to foomp, like just a coat just go on me like that.
She's insane. If I ever decide I don't want it, I'll put it on my website. Shut up. I'm sure people that are in the market for a leather jacket can afford one. You're not the only one that can afford stuff. The only difference is you buy to show off. We buy as we need. Piece of shit. Yep, totally agree. Joyce, Lisa, everything is dry, John. John, yes, Lisa, I know it is. I was going to say something along the same lines in the video, and I thought, no, I'm bad enough as it is already. They already want to tie me up, don't they? Bo, too funny, Joyce. And Christina's laughing. Peg, playing with her hair constantly and that weird lip thing she does. Who is she flirting with on these videos? Anyone that'll have her, Peg. Mystical Fairies, am I the only one who missed what the fuck Vivrel was and what they offer? She sucks as a salesperson. Doesn't she though? Told us fuck all. Basically you pay a certain price a month and you get to rent a handbag or jewellery or something. And she had to push it. She got hers. You're supposed to have it for the month, aren't you? Doesn't it say her thing is one thing a month? And she went to see them in New York to swap it out already because she didn't like the wok. Making friends and influencing people everywhere she goes. Finally made it to the end after 2.5 hours and many breaks. Lol. Thanks for the laughs. Thank you, Mystical Fairies. That's dedication, that is. Oh, this is a long one. Oh, it was me. I was saying the lipsticks Rimmel Pink Blush 006 and Wet n Wild Chameleon Gloss in Halo's Way. Bonnie says very pretty. Thank you, Bonnie. Bo says love it. Thank you, Bo. Gigi was just going to ask you what your beautiful lip combo was. Thank you. Thank you, Gigi. Helen, very pretty are yours. Thank you, Helen. Mulva, you look so pretty with pink lipstick and gloss. Thank you very much, Mulva. Christina, thanks. You're welcome. Suzanne Ann, love it. Thank you. Levanity, love pink lipstick. Looks pretty. Thank you very much. I'll have to wear lipstick more often. Is that a... Yep. They decided to show that twice. I've got another one. See, like I said, I bought a load to wear for when I was doing that for my 50th, them secret veneers things. Anyway, I tried one of the other lipsticks on last night, the night before. Forgot I'd put it on. And Jed came in for something and he was like, what are you gawping at? What's that face for? And he went, I like that one. That's a really nice colour and it's a purple, so I might wear that one next. He doesn't like lilac though. He thinks I look like a corpse. Where is it? I'm sure I've got a lilac. Oh, I did. I was looking at some that I had in my drawer. There was some from Revolution. They did a Greece thing. So there's a sandy one, a Frenchy one, and a Rizzo one. But there was some in a sale on Be Perfect or something from one of the drag queens on RuPaul's Drag Race. I think it was something Hydrangea or something. And it looks like a lilac, and I thought I'll put that on one night and call him up. Because the last time I wore a lilac lippy, he was like, oh, you look like a fucking corpse. Take it off. I mean, I have to agree, I did look dead. But we'll see what this one looks like. Joyce, from now on, I'm going to think "foomp" every time Lisa puts on a jacket. I know, it was funny, wasn't it? Bo's laughing. Mulver says, from now on, I'm going to think oomph every time I put on a jacket. Bo. She's an idiot if she thinks we can see the difference between what she puts on either side of her face, let alone on her hands. I know. Can't see fucking anything. How many years have we been shouting at her that we can't see and she still hasn't changed her camera or anything? Bonita. Jules, I agree with others in comments. I love the lipstick you're wearing. It looks beautiful on you. Thank you. You lot are all so sweet. Bo. Well, Jules, I too have an outfit formula. 1, it's got to be clean, and 2, it's got to fit. Exactly. Who cares what's in fucking fashion? We don't. And I bet we look a lot better than her, Miss I'm trying to look like a model off duty. Bo. The 2 different size black leather jackets from Revolve are $879 each. And she just found out that they're lambskin because she saw it and just had to add to cart. Sick, isn't it? I suspect she's about to start her own Amazon storefront. Any bets? Yeah, I reckon. Any way to make money, she'll do it. Christina, did she just call that black dress 2-ply? Isn't that how you describe toilet paper? It's like that. Oh, it's that boingy kind. Peg, she can't describe anything right. Nope. She can't describe for shit. Mulder's laughing. Wanda, you know I was kidding you about your lipstick, Jules. A lot of people rave about the Lisa Eldridge makeup. So far, I like it. Does Brooke get paid extra for working in the steaming department and the PR department? That was so funny about sending help on a note. I reckon she will at some point. Somebody save me. Lewards, that shirt does show a belly. I know, I'd be pissed. I'd be royally pissed if I'd spent 6 years not eating and I still had a belly. Fuck that. I'd be down to the nearest bakery with every cake in my cart. Wanda, I just got through with the newest New York vlog. Make sure you go through the comments before she deletes them. I think some of the minions are getting tired of her hair crying too. Oh, I might go and have a look after this. Sometimes I'll read the comments and then other times I just can't be arsed. Shirley, John is booking the hotel. Says the Crosby has put their prices up for Fashion Week. Best to stay close to the event. Petulant child takes an Uber across town to get to the celebrity hotel for scrambled eggs and her table. Trini stays there. Yeah, Trini's a nobody. It's like if fucking Robert Redford was staying there, damn right I'd pay that money to hope to bump into him in a hallway, may he rest in peace. But Trini, yeah, okay. Whatever. I've met more celebrities in my lifetime that she doesn't even know to mention. Lucky enough working in pubs and clubs and hotels and things. I've met tons of people. She'd shit herself if she knew half the people I'd met and I was going to say, Jesus, help. Shirley, I got back to my hotel. Pause. Nothing was stolen. I looked around the party and I wasn't jealous of anyone in the room. I wasn't feeling it. The assistant told me I had cut my hair. That ruined my mood. I didn't want to annoy Maria, so I went and asked if she was there anyway. Poor John saved the money on the hotel, but she blew it on Burberry, Gucci and Prada makeup. Came back with a Chanel bag, serious inferiority complex, New York Fashion Week. She asks, why am I even here? Exactly. Clearly turned up a generic distributor in-house party, contacted a used bag shop via Instagram, pretended to interview the poor assistant. And that's the thing. She was only supposed to have one thing for a month, and yet she went back and pestered the shit out of them so she could get something else. Because she didn't feel the walk. She wasn't sure. She didn't like it. Carolina, 2017. My grandma was buried in shoes like that. Sorry. I'm sure your grandma loved them.
Now
she would do. They're fugly though, aren't they? Exactly the same style. Did you hear that, Lisa? Peg, my gay great cousin Hilda from the old country wore shoes like that. Can you imagine how pissed off if she lived near any of us? She had a fucking mental breakdown because someone mentioned she'd cut her hair. Seeing all us lot laughing at her shoes, she'd go into hiding, wouldn't she? Carolina, I love your hair down like this. Such a waste about the video, but don't worry, you're amazing anyways. Hugs. Oh, thank you, Carolina. Mulva, I rewatched the Fumph scene several times and it got better each time. That was brilliant, Jules. She just handed that, didn't she? It had to be repeated. 4431, a wok. Isn't a wok a pan made for stir-frying food? It certainly is. What was she
I've
going
almost
on about?
purchased a wok so many times.
Yeah, it's a wallet on a chain. Yeah, us lot that don't use them, we're not on the in crowd, we don't know. Valerie, lol, scared of my makeup, lol. I know, it's stupid, isn't it? Mulva, this was a great way to cap off my birthday evening. Oh, happy birthday, Mulva. Thanks for the laughs, Jules. You're welcome. P.S. 2 of my sisters sent me different foundations. You think they're trying to tell me something? They wanted to treat you. Elizabeth, happy birthday, my friend. Warm hugs. Peg, let's put a birthday cake. I hope you had a wonderful day, Mulva. Valerie, she won't even give Brooke the clearance jacket. Lol, she said we'll share it. Crazy. I know. See, that's the thing. When your mother's a narc, everything she has is hers, and everything you have is hers. My mum took my jacket when I wasn't there, and wore it without my permission, and ruined it, and I could never wear it again. I bought her a phone and an answering machine, and when I was at Butlins, she went up into my auntie's loft, got all the stuff that I'd packed up and put up there till I got home, and took my phone out because she wanted it, because you could walk around the house with it, and didn't tell me that she did it. And then I found out when I turned the tape in it over, there was all messages for her, and that I had a thing with jewellery in, and that went missing. And I didn't twig. She kept saying, where did you say you put that? Where did you say? I said, it was in one of the cases. I don't fucking know where it was. And it was because she was in there nosing, getting stuff out, and she's obviously knocked it out. It's fallen into the eaves or whatever, never to be found again. So then she got really not upset. She felt guilty because she'd lost half of my jewellery, so she went and bought me another necklace like one that I'd lost, and I gave it to the pawn shop. That's what they like. And especially if she saw something on Brooke that looked good, she'd have to take it off her, because Brooke can't have anything of her own. You get nothing of your own when your mother's an arc. Elizabeth, if I had that face, girl, I'd be terrified too. Vanity, for real, lol. I don't know why she thinks we're jealous of her. Pardon me. Elizabeth, and you look nothing like Angelina Jolie, and every makeup look is exactly the same, and yes, you are a weirdo. Both lipsticks are fabulous, Jules, but prefer the first one, the darker one. Thank you. Yeah, I think I do look a bit better in dark. I do, see, but I like pretty twinkly things. But I think, to be fair, I do look better in a darker colour. But we'll see. I'll go through all of them now, and you lot can pick out which one you think is the best. I'll do a Lisa. Which one do you think I should wear? You guys, you tell me. Elizabeth, your scalp is dry and your deteriorating atrophied vagina is even drier. Cacti are blooming profusely. She should go and see what's-her-face, Michaela Naguera on TikTok. She's taking vagina gummies. Maybe Lisa should try them out. Like Lisa, I'm terrified of makeup and scream when I see foundation, blusher and lipstick and lip liners. Anyone else? Went to my psychiatrist and he told me to just go nude. I think he fancies you. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Pick me up and pour me out. That's what she was doing, wasn't she? Stop flipping and a flopping, Dumpkin. Flip-flops are awful and the loafers are even worse. She's holding up my grandfather's shoes. Everyone's saying the same. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jules and friends, but beginning to think none of us can bear this dreadful woman. No, what gives you that idea, Elizabeth? Need some new bras, so off to the mall. We'll ask the sales lady to help me find bras to pull over my head. You know how it goes. Peg's laughing. And Christine's laughing. You've got to go to Come Feel Me, Elizabeth. They're supposed to be amazing. No one intends to come feel you, Dumpkin, in those bras. Although I'm sure you'd love it if Ben and Jerry did. Bella, just wait until one of her so-called friends buy those insane amount $70 TK flip-flops and then Lisa will rebuy them and try to love them once again, won't she? Tiki, sorry. Tiki flip-flops. What was it? Don't like it. Brat. I personally feel that Lisa needs to come to Jesus moment and realise her time has passed for wearing fashion fit for a 20-something-year-old. All of the photos she shows of the girls wearing clothes are probably Brooke's age. She needs to level up and get into the mature woman section. Thanks, lovely, for this video. We appreciate you. Thank you very much, Bella. Shirley, I have no words for the latest video. Yeah, it is a doozy. Shirley, sorry, did I say Shirley? Shirley, she would have a fit no matter what the movers did. But newsflash, she should have had the packing finished. It's her fault. Exactly. All her fault. She did nothing. She expected everyone to dance attendance on her and then went off and had her fucking hair done on moving day. Really? I said Seesaw Dawn last time. That's not right, is it? Caesar Dawn. I think you're thinking about LuLaRoe. I think I was. I got them muddled up. Lena, her newest New York video, her obsession with her hair is crazy. In this latest video, it does look like she had it cut again. It's shorter and not as thick. Oh my god, she has a closet full of clothes and keeps taking the same clothes to New York. Always black. She looks low rent. The one time you can wear something outrageous and wild because you're not at a seaside town. And what does she do? Chokes. Wendy, the hotel staff didn't bow down to her and let her have a room. That was it. She was fuming. How dare they make her wait for her room? I know. They weren't kissing her hole, bowing down to her. There wasn't a doorman. Oh, there was a doorman. I don't know, but yeah. It wasn't the Crosby, was it? Carolina, it's normal thing not having the room ready before check-in time. What was she expecting? I know she does realise that other people were there the night before and might not leave until 12 or something, and then the chalet maid, the chambermaid has to go in and clean the room. What does she think? Someone just waves a fucking magic wand and it's all done? Melissa, but she's not normal. She's special. Her daddy told her so. Kismet, main character syndrome. Yep. Joyce, oh, but Lisa is special. How dare they not have her room ready and waiting for her? Bella, why am I happy that her room wasn't ready for the princess? She thinks she can breeze through the hotel doors and her room will be waiting for her at 9 a.m. When Lisa doesn't get her way, a tantrum will be coming. As I can feel it through this video. Where? What? Her table by the window wasn't available at the Crosby for her breakfast of scrambled eggs with American cheese, crispy bacon and a Diet Coke. Oh no, things aren't going her way once again. I love it and I'm here for it. You and me both, Bella. She had a tantrum in the second part of this video. Fuck, such a baby. Why am I here? Why have I left my glorious home? That's what we keep fucking asking, Lisa, but you don't answer us. Cynthia, hey Jules, so thrilled to see you post today. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Wanda, that yucky snow was dirty and the city didn't have it cleaned up. She just did not like the vibe. She's a child. Elizabeth, listen, Miss Smarty Pants, aka management, your warning is absolutely useless. Snot and various other products seeping into my iPad. Joyce, my computer has rusted from snot and various other products. I do try. You two are funny. Elizabeth, she looks like a deflated Easter bunny in that fluffy, stupid jacket. And, Dumpkin, you are not, repeat, not a model off or on duty. And why do you have to ask Daddy everything, from what underwear to wear and the length of your skirt, etc.? I know, poor John. I bet he sat there going, hello, excuse me, remember me? I'm your husband. If you've got a question, surely you should ask me. We're the Wanda. A couple of people in her comments said they were from New York and she sounded like a true tourist. I bet she looks like one as well. There's a thing in London where people are going by on electric scooter things and bikes and just whipping phones out of people's hands and seeing people putting them on the side and doing stupid TikToks and whatever and whipping them. She's going to do that one day in New York. Someone's going to come past, take her phone, and we will never hear the fucking end of it. Trisha, so she's saving $3,000 by not staying at the Crosby. Why not just not go and you'll save even more? So selfish. I never hear any updates on John. It's like, yeah, right, she gets to go to New York, buy whatever the fuck she likes, do whatever the fuck she wants. He has to drop her off and pick her up, blah, blah, blah. Where's his present? Golf balls? Golf ball fucking polisher thing? New clubs? Well, she gets thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds worth of clothes and bags, and he gets fuck all. Tracy, oh my God, that is so true. Yeah, stay at home. Carolina, exactly. Or instead of flushing money down the toilet every day, put some in a trust fund. Yep. She needs to put something away for Wheel. But has she? Elizabeth, that couple on Instagram are in their 20s, not their 90s like you, dumpkin. Rebecca, she just has to mention that her bags are luxury brands. So pretentious, isn't she though? Bo, this is the most pretentious she's been in any video that I've seen. Tracy, to the max. She's getting worse as time goes on. Wanda, New York, you're going to have to do better. She might have to go somewhere else. Do you think they're doing it on purpose? Elizabeth, oh, the horror. New York, get your act together. Mystical fairies, maybe New York will be glad she goes somewhere else. I know, I said that too. Totally agree. Do you think if we keep the snow she'll go to Boston? Peg, hyped. Thank you, Peg. Panda, her boots weren't made for walking. Amanda, yes, who goes to New York in January, etc., and doesn't wear appropriate shoes for the wedding? For the weather. But those boots are appropriate for the weather, but I don't want to get my socks wet. How? They're in boots. What the fuck? She's insane. Absolutely insane. Elizabeth, when you know your husband has macular degeneration, why do you drag him up early in the morning and expect him to drive you to the airport? Regarding John, my brother-in-law, who also has this condition, drives nowhere, as he would be a danger to himself and others. Stop stressing your husband and let him rest and relax. Have some respect. I don't think she knows the meaning of the word respect, Elizabeth. And give your brother-in-law a hug from me. Melissa, that's what I was thinking. My dad had macular degeneration and he had to stop driving. Yeah, because they're sensible and they think of other people. John's got no fucking choice, has he, with her? Bo, sorry Elizabeth, but being respectful is not Lisa's vibe. Ain't that the truth? Joyce, like Lisa cares about John. He's always, if it's not Will, it's John that's at the end of the list of everything. Look at those orange extensions. What dreadful hair. Get a short cut suitable for your age and then leave it alone before it all falls out. Again. Bo, is every life coach as stupid as Lisa, or did she take a course that certifies people with low IQs? I think they're all insane. The only people that do those types of courses think there's something above and beyond. And the woman that's selling them to them is a fucking huge scammer, and she's laughing all the way to the bank. Run for your lives. She's either having an affair or trying to have one. All these excuses to run off to New York I call bullshit. I think she's after Jerry, but I don't think he's interested. Bo, we know that Lisa recently got her lips done. It looks to me as if every time she does, her underbite is more pronounced. Or is it just me that sees it? No, I noticed it as well, and I was wondering why I was noticing it more. It's obviously that then, that she's had her lips topped up. Elizabeth, how does a fish figure into this strange story? It was her going on about trying to acclimatise to the area. That's what you do with fish, don't you? When you get them from the shop, you bring them home and you sit the bag on top of the aquarium so that the water's the same temperature, so then you can tip them in and it isn't like they're going from warm water to freezing water or something and they'll end up having a heart attack and dying. That's the thing she was trying to say, but she said you need to soak the fish in the water. It's like, what the fuck is she on about? Soak the fish? Bijou, it doesn't. Just a total moron. Mystical fairies. I've just started watching, so I'm intrigued. Edit. Now I understand, lol. Who knows what it means? Cynthia. Dante's Inferno has a new level. Camel toe off duty. She was especially dumb in this one. Just continues to prove she has a pathological personality disorder. She likely never grasps the rolled eyes, looks of disbelief, and snickers suffered by those who encounter her. Her list of excuses seem to be a convenient cover for her inept launch of lip-shite. John's eyesight cannot be that bad if he's driving her to the airport, but bad enough for her to blame delays on his eyes. And who the fuck talks about affairs the way she does in this vid? I think she was just trying to make us think she was having one by using the word, do you know what I mean? It's like she's trying to be provocative, but it's not working. Get with aha. Help. No. Right, let's move that out of the way. Right. Rebecca, how does someone become so self-absorbed? It's having parents that pander to her and then marrying a husband that did the same. Peg, it's mind-boggling to me and me. Joyce, when Mama and Daddy treat you like a princess who can do no wrong. Exactly. Hang on, it's done it twice, but I think... I'm just thinking, how does John put up with her? Bijou, me and all. Bo, I'm blaming Mummy and Daddy. She's one of her enablers, that's how. Bella, I really think... He loves it when she goes on her vacations. He finally gets some peace. I know. He can sleep in. Doesn't have to get up at silly o'clock to go to a fucking airport. Why have they done this 3 times? But it's the only time he gets any peace, isn't it? Cynthia. Lisa will start to hate New York if she has to pay the soak the rich surcharges that are coming, but she'll never admit it. And the piles of trash. Lisa, you could get some rat meat for your carny life. And damn, I recall telling young kids to visit the potty before getting in the car, on the bus or the plane. You know, all the things. Lisa, you have one trend. Dumb. I know, you don't want to be in a cab but needing a potty. And it's like, really? How old are you? Tracy, brutal but all true. Rat meat for your carny life, lol. Christina, I was thinking the same thing about Lisa in New York. The changes that are happening due to the new mayor will have her loving someplace else. What exactly are they doing? Fill me in. Peg, she doesn't have a clue. Kathy, love your comment. Laughing my arse off. Maybe you need a channel. Bo, the rat meat comment. Maybe they've got a channel. I've never checked. Elizabeth, an affair? Perhaps with Ben and Jerry. Basically, she does nothing at home, no housework, cooking, etc. So what is she escaping from? So what she is escaping from is herself. We don't want to know about your potty trips. Michael Bentine's potty time. I'm going to add that in at some point. Rebecca, she's too old for long hair. Elizabeth, maybe she should have ordered someone to carry her over the puddles and snow. What a precious princess. Joyce, yes, where is Sir Walter Raleigh when Lisa needs him? Bo, if Lisa's minion subs don't see in this video how much of a snob she is, it just tells me that they're just as bad as her. I think we're coming to that conclusion, aren't we, Bo? They're all the same. Highly caffeinated. She is dumber than a brick and she's getting on my last nerve today. Yep, that's why I had to cut it. She was doing my head in. Mamacita. Always a pleasure to see you, Jules, and hear your lovely voice. I love you. You always keep my head big. This video exemplifies the real Melissa Duncan. She's an entitled, condescending, fucking clueless, idiotic, malignant narcissist. Yes, we got snow in New York. More than we've seen in a while. Snow gets piled up and gets filthy. That's what happens. Plus, her relationship with her parents gets creepier by the day. And now she talks about an affair. Interesting choice of words. I'm hoping her husband has the benefit of an affair. He certainly earned it after all these years with this dumbass Melissa. Totally agree, Mamacita. Bo, sounds like this last New York trip didn't fit her pretty fantasy life. She hated every minute of it. Oh, but it got better when she started spending money, Bo. Jill, she has no qualms about wearing that fur coat. Does she even know some animals are even skinned alive? Also, that model's coat looks nothing like her, Red Fox. It looks fake to me. She disgusts me. Trisha, Lisa does not know how to explain anything correctly when it comes to fashion. When she says the buttons going straight down the middle, I think she meant instead of 2 rows like double-breasted, but she's just too stupid to realise that's not the way you explain it. She really knows nothing about fashion or style, and her minions that take her advice are even more dumb. Trisha, wow, the hotel didn't have her room ready at 9:15 a.m. Most hotels' check-in time is around 3 p.m. What a spoiled brat. Melissa, yes, this. What a sense of entitlement. Wanda, I don't know why she wants to get up at 3 a.m. and catch a flight to get to New York by 8 a.m. when you can't get into the hotel until 3. She acts like she's solved some great mystery. I have the whole day. Not if you have to drag luggage around all day. All she's going to do is go in and out of the same stores the whole time she's there. I know, it's stupid. Absolutely stupid, just like her. Carolina, 2359. She just likes the princess treatment.
That's, for me, that's like a big thing. I know that's not a big thing for everybody. A lot of people just would rather be left alone. But I enjoyed the close proximity. And if you can lower my struggle, then I love it. Okay.
What fucking struggle? She wouldn't know struggle if it slapped her in the face. It has nothing to do with personal character. No, it doesn't. She just likes being fucking pampered. Trisha, anyone that ever sends you negative posts and says you're mean to Lisa should watch this video and see Her Highness at her best. She is definitely at her whiniest here. There's this one. There's the one where she went on holiday. There's another one that I put together. There's the woman in the elevator. There's a whole load of them. And I ask people, and I even give them links, to go and watch it and come back and tell me, am I still mean afterwards? And they never do. Carrie May, I agree. She's a snob. Bo, yes, yes, and yes. But that's the thing. I do try to get people to look at these videos. And they just don't bother. They just want to run in, go, you smell, and run out again. The children. Claire, sending everyone all my love and prayers. I love being part of this community. Thank you, Claire. Woo. Tracy, God, the thing that bugs the shite out of me the most is that she assumes her viewers have never been anywhere or have ever flown on a plane, never stayed in a nice hotel, never taken a taxi, never been to New York, etc. I've been to more places than she'll ever go. I don't need to see pictures taken of dirty snow, for God's sake. The only reason I ever started watching her was for the online clothing resources, which she definitely has in spades, and it's led me here for a good laugh. Now I have to suffer through her constant obsessive behaviours, her hair, her makeup, her shopping, her narcissism, her boasting. But the one thing that really occurred to me after watching this particular episode was that she has no friends, not a one, not a real friend. Sales associates and interior designers are not friends, they're people that want to take your money, period. I wonder about them makeup Moscato ladies. I know the dark haired woman's just, she's over her. It's always a little pretty blonde one that'll meet up with Lisa. The other one's like, nope, I'm out, I'm not doing it. But I wonder how she puts up with her and why she's putting up with her. Me Smith, so well said, and I couldn't agree more. Peg says spot on. Bo says couldn't have said it better. On target. Joyce, you're spot on with everything you said. Mulver, agree. The only way I can tolerate it is by taking long breaks. Yeah, same as us all. Tracy, I watch on double speed, but the problem with that is it makes all of her idiosyncrasies even more pronounced, like her constant shaking of whatever she's holding, whether it be a bottle of something or a hanger, etc. Or her high vocals. But all that being said, I do find some value, whether product information or just laughs. You have to be able to laugh at it all. It's the only reason I watch is for a laugh. Thump. Bijou, a carrier. She's delusional. Totally. Karen, you should follow your first respect rule for posting. The problem is within yourself. Oh, thank you, Karen. Living up to your namesake. Ace word. Will this go up tomorrow? What time is it? 10, 19, make it the 20th. Where are we? February. That is for live so that people don't go at each other and scream insults. What I'm saying about Lisa has a point to it, and if you bother to watch a video or listen, see, what was it? One of the girls just said, show them this video. She's obviously watched some of that one and she thinks I'm in the wrong. You can't tell these people. Are you a narc too, Karen? Carolina, 3846, but she's such a high self-confident lady. She doesn't care what others think or say about her. Do this. 25 minutes and I've been talking into this.
Just when you're feeling pretty good, someone will say that to me. That happens to me like...
Oh, for piss off, you whiny little fucker. She said I'd had my hair cut. She was just stating the obvious. Joyce, yeah, and my grandma has balls. Christina, Jules, I saw her video and couldn't wait for your video. Did you hear her spiel about every now and then having to have an affair to appreciate what you have or realise where you're supposed to be? She mentioned her coaching stint, but me thinks she was having an affair with someone in New York. Perhaps it didn't end as she thought, so she decided she should accept her life in Wilmywood. I don't think she's got the fucking bottle to have an affair, Christina, to be perfectly frank. I think she'd be too fucking scared that whoever she'd have the affair with would dump her and John would dump her and she'd be left on her own again. Tracy, Wilmywood, funny. Peg, Lisa kept saying affair. Yeah, and then she's in the second part, they're playing a game and a picture and she says it's about divorce. Slip of the tongue, I wonder. Yeah, I think she was just saying affair so that we'd go, oh my God, is she having an affair? With herself, maybe. Jill, I get angry just listening to her useless information about her purchases and what she wants. It sucks all the energy from me. I watch your video, Jules, only because I love your commentary. It's spot on and makes me laugh. She's one brain-dead idiot, embarrassing to watch. Thank you very much, Jill. Can you tell Karen what we're doing here? Me Smith. She was showing her snobbery throughout this entire video. This is the worst one yet for me. New York didn't turn the snow off for her or clean up to her liking, and her posh boots got wet. I absolutely believe she's on the outs with Maria at Bergdorf because something was definitely off with that whole conversation. I'm thinking she was pissed over Maria not having the bag she wanted on her last trip. I guess she thought Maria should have saved it for her. Too many, but that's fine, things that happened. Though doth protest too much, I cannot take her at all anymore. Thank you for taking one for the team, Jules. You're welcome. I reckon poor Maria at Bergdorf's off the Christmas list. Lou, Jules, you play the violin beautifully. Many years of practice, Lou. Many, many years. Bonnie, magical. Thank you. Tracy, it never gets old. I laugh every time. Shelley, she does have a fabulous home, husband and children. Sad thing is, she's not happy with any of it. Nope. Lena, she cut her hair again. Don't say that out loud, she'll cry. Shelley, she has to spread the bull crap of saying being here with you on YouTube because she couldn't sell her courses. It was just the same old slop that she puts out on YouTube. Yep, and her membership and her Patreon. All down the fucking Swanee. Loads of money wasted. Cookie, she's going through a midlife crisis. Oh my God, can you believe she made such a big deal out of the piled up snow and naming all that stuff that's stressing her, but no mention of her husband losing eyesight. I would really be upset about that. She is so superficial, someone who lacks depth, focusing mainly on outward appearance, status and material things, rather than on substance, deep emotions or intellectual pursuits. Oh, but she has deep thoughts, Cookie. Melissa says, so well said. And Bo says, yes, she's a certified life coach. Fucking certified idiot. Mystical Fairies. 056. That top makes her look like Big Bird from Sesame Street, but pink.
You're going to go over my last trip.
Have you seen her Cookie Monster coat, Mystical Fairies? Were you around when she's got a blue one? Wonder's laughing. Lauren, such a brat. Stay out of our city. It's winter, really. It's actually Worcester. Is it Worcester? Worcester. So it's Worcester then. She did say Worcester, didn't she? Do you know, I can't remember now. Thanks, Lauren. Carrie May. She looks like Big Bird in that coat. Big Bird wore it better. Is my hero outfit her new catchphrase? And she'll have an odd word as well. And she's been using pivot again. It's like, can we stop? Mystical Fairies, 916. I would have thought that with John's eye condition that it would be dangerous for him to be driving in the dark. Exactly.
I do get up at 3 o'clock and we usually leave the house by about 4:30.
Wanda, I'm sure it is, but she has to get to the airport. Bo, I thought the same, but she could give 3 fucks about his eye. Mystical Fairies, don't know why she doesn't just get a fucking Uber, exactly. Or drive herself. Joyce, I can imagine the conversation. John, I don't give a shit if you can see the road or not. I just have to catch that plane. Bethany, notice my flight, my room, my seat by the window, my Prada building, my. She's a great narc, isn't she? Mystical Fairies, 2814 to 2826.
I believe that is because I have had kind of a weird 2 years. I think a lot of it is my losing a lot of my hair. And
For
that
fuck's
just,
sake.
I'm going to make a video about that. I've already made no.
You'd be talking to your fucking self because I'm not doing it. How does she always manage to somehow find a way of bringing her hair journey into the conversation? I, for one, do not want to see that video. I, for two, do not want to fucking do it, Mystical Fairy. So, 3211, I bet she was pissed.
The Crosby. My seat by the window was taken, but that's fine.
But that's fine. Gucci has a whole, was it? Gucci has a whole shop for men, but that's fine. I think this video has to be on par with the Florida vlog she did last year when the family went to Universal Park and she whined about everything and took out her hair extensions. Whine. I just can't with her today. Thanks for the video. And see you in part 2. Thank you. I've got that one pinned on the channel page. But do any of her minions look at it? No. Stacey Ray, what or who is she going to blame her hair falling out again? Is it going to fall out especially on the lighter parts, which will be right in front of her hair? While the colour is better than the ugly orange she's forcing her latest colourist to keep going lighter, which Morgan always didn't want to do over and over, without creating a little dimension and break for her hair with less of the strongest bleach. The orange is hideous and should be toned, but Lisa would rather have orange and long than a little darker with better tones. You would think after all these years this lady would learn, but nope. 3, 2, 1 until extensions at least. I'm afraid that she's going to have a hairpiece to cover when this breaks off at the root, as I can see happening. She's the most shallow and dumbest woman that I watch. While I love clothes and fashion and can definitely afford more than I did in my 20s, I have more creativity and way more common sense than to blow money like crazy, then only have dumb black outfits non-stop so everything looks exactly the same. I have other interests like music and gardening and my sweet grandchildren. Yay, gotta waste the money on the grandkids. And still work a job that I love after nursing for over 30 years. Nope, not jealous. If she wasn't so annoying, I would almost feel sorry for her. Something is missing with her. Yeah, I think it's a brain. Melissa, it's a good thing Her Highness doesn't live in Minneapolis. It's cold and snowy and wet there too. Oh, and people are actually being terrorised. I've never heard a more clueless woman in my life. I do think it's hilarious when she talks about her deep thoughts. It reminded me of SNL and Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy. It always reminds me of Alan's deep bath. I'm going to have to dig that out. Tracy, my jaw dropped when she said, "You all know that I'm a deep thinker." What? Unaware. She thinks she's really deep thinker and so philosophical and whatever, and she's telling us things that we haven't thought of. Whatever. MJ, gross. 3143, and she loves to wear her shoes and then hold them in the palm of her hands. I know.
of garbage, like where their garbage bags were out on the side and then it snowed on top of it. And then you could see it was like hard as a rock. And I was thinking, I need to look this up, but it reminded me of how igloos are, how it can be so hard and just.
Can you imagine having to go on a long trip with her? Really? I'd just stuff her mouth full of cotton wool. I couldn't listen to her rambling. Hold them in the palm of her hands to show us how comfy and blah blah blah. But yeah, gross. And she puts them on her fucking table. Patriot Angel at 29. Her eyebrows. What the hell? Let's have a look at her eyebrows.
Going through something kind of emotionally, wondering if I would rather.
She looks so dumb, doesn't she? Her eyebrows, what the hell? Her eyebrows look like crescent moons. She needs to definitely use her brow pencil and fill in the front of her brows. Now you'll give her a... what's the word? No, it's late in the day. Wanda, she has no idea what the Nomad or Flatiron area is or what it's referring to in New York. I'm not saying anything. She was pissed off the hotel didn't let her check in early. She was ready to go home, I know. Does she realise the snow will melt when the weather warms up? Kathy, that saved John 3,000, you dummy. Those pictures you catch of this narc really shows how goofy she really looks. That's why she wears so much makeup. Yep. She doesn't like what she looks like either. She can't bear to see her normal face. It freaks her out. Kooks her out. Deborah. Hi, Jules. Hi. I think she meant 3:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, I think I got that at the end of this second half of the video. She seriously thinks the world revolves around her. Doesn't she, though? $2,000 a night. Uh-huh. I'd want that for a fortnight. In Spain. It's like, fuck off. Melanie. Oh, she's such a New Yorker. Doesn't even know the snow sticks around in the winter. Dumpkin has zero common sense. None whatsoever. Caesar Dawn. So I'm going to call you Dawn. That's maybe your name or maybe not, but that's who you are now. She has serious mental issues. I think she must be the most sheltered dimwit I've ever heard. How dare New York not remove the snow for Her Majesty? Sheltered, that's it. She's lived in a bubble all her life. Melanie. Luca Duffel. Why can't she just call it her effing bag? I don't even know who Luca are. Is it posh? Who cares? Tracy. I had a client once that always described her car by the make and or model. The Denali or the Mercedes, etc. So pretentious. Melanie. The extra effort it takes to be so pretentious. I know. And then nobody gives a fuck. People are just rolling their eyes. But she doesn't see that. Kathy. She knew it was cold and wet before she left. My lord, she's so whiny. This nut job has no clue. She has no idea of reality. She needs meds. Stat. Melanie. She's saying she's been in an uneasy place for the last couple of years. However, all we heard about last year was how great, authentic and free she's been feeling. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Lisa, you should try crossing those snowy, deep, puddled roads with a stroller. That's fun, isn't it? Once I misjudged where the curb would be. The stroller took a nosedive and my toddler went face first into the puddle. Aww. Strapped him in after that. She doesn't realise life in the big city really isn't glamorous. So ignorant. Poor little thing. This lady would spend more than 2 minutes anywhere. She'd realise that's normal winter weather in many parts of the world. I'm honestly so bothered that she's complaining about the state of the city not being up to her standards. Joyce, 55-year-old Lisa, stayed at a hotel because Daddy said, yes, you should stay there. Can Lisa wipe her own arse without consulting Daddy? Yeah, we're all waiting to find out, Joyce. That girl has a red fox fur coat like mine. No, Lisa, you bought your fur coat only after you saw her wearing one. Notice Lisa is trying to make it sound like the girl bought hers after seeing Lisa wearing one. As if. Bella, I caught that. Glad you pointed it out. Let this sink in. John, who according to Lisa is almost blind in one eye, and the other eye is apparently not much better, is driving Her Majesty to the airport in the dark at 3 a.m. She just cannot get an Uber to take her to and from the airport. This bitch is going to get as much use out of John as she can before he goes completely blind. Do you know what I think it is? An Uber wouldn't take photographs of her with her luggage and her fucking flight outfit. Lisa feels so important when the doorman rushes out and fawns over her. Good day, madam. How was your flight? Let me help you with your luggage. Yeah, she does realise he's paid for that, doesn't she? Suzanne Ann. I hate when the sleeves of a jacket or blazer come down over the hand. Me too. I don't understand why she says the arms are fine. Also, what happened to the leather jacket that John bought her for Christmas? It would be a nightmare trying to buy a gift for her. It's like my auntie Eileen. She had everything. They were shitting money at one point in the 80s, so it was a nightmare buying her anything. But I found this thing, and it was like this beautiful purple box, and it had gold writing on it, and it said, "What do you buy the lady who has everything?" And inside there was like this gold little handle with gems in it and a long feather, and it said a nipple duster. And she actually found that really funny. It could have gone one of two ways, but she actually enjoyed that. So. But yeah, she was a pain in the arse to buy for at Christmas. Bella. Oh, that was the thing she did. Her brother Bill, his wife Peg, she was a bit straight-laced. And one Christmas we were there playing Pass the Parcel. And Eileen was doing the music, and she kept deliberately stopping it on Peg. And I looked at her at one point, and she just went, "It'll be worth it," type thing. So it went round and went round. And she won a pair of crotchless knickers. And Peg's like, "Oh, there's a hole in these. Can you get a refund?" It was so funny. Bella, a wonderful night when the Duncan family caters to and is at the beck and call of our dear Lisa, who thinks in her mind that she's a celebrity. John and Will picked her up from the airport. John and Will stopped at Costco beforehand and picked out juicy steaks, and then they all went home so John could cook our dear sweet Lisa her din-din. Brooke at the ready to steam every piece of clothing that Mama has. Wow. Makes me want a bath. Joyce, she messaged her parents saying that she's going to show the girls sitting next to her how to eat. Yeah, I didn't say anything because I was thinking, what is she saying? That she eats more than them, or that they should be eating what she's eating? Or really? I didn't get it at all. Went over my head, that. I have a feeling those young girls walked out of there laughing at the old bat in her Muppet coat, pretending she was a somebody. Yep. LPH. I still don't understand why anyone would fly to another state so frequently just because, and complain about the inconveniences. What a waste of time and money. Yep. Bonnie, I'm so sick of her dropping designer names, hotels, and all the other snot-nosed things. Apparently she's as important as someone that can walk on water. You would think so, wouldn't you, Bonnie? Bonnie, snow. What the hell? It's New York in winter. Mystical fairies. Yes, but how dare New York have snow in the winter? Bonnie, I guess it's true that some people are born under a rock. She should have stayed there. Who cares the time she went to the bathroom and bought a drink? I know. Why does she think anyone's bothered? Joyce, that violin is getting quite a workout today. Just wait for the rest of the video. That little violin will have broken strings. Oh, she was on one this time, wasn't she, Joyce? Mystical fairies. Surely it can't get any worse. But it did. Joyce, ain't seen nothing yet. Sorry for all the comments, but Lisa is getting on my last nerve. Let me get this straight. Someone ruined Lisa's day by saying, "Oh, you got your hair cut." Yep. Put her in a tailspin. Didn't like it. Bonnie, she's the most classless person. Maybe someone should tell her. Yeah. Joyce, oh, she knows that, but she'll be damned if she'll admit it. Bonnie says, you're probably right. Bonnie, I thought she said she stayed in a different area, but she went across the street to have breakfast at the Crosby. Mulver, you're right. She stayed at another hotel. She's half human, half homing pigeon, returning to the Crosby every morning for their yummy scrambled eggs and crispy bacon. She acts like no one else in the world can do scrambled eggs and bacon. Bunny, lol. Well, that's good to know. So many talents for one person. Bella's laughing at Mulver. Laughing with Mulver, not laughing at Mulver. Tell you, YouTube's going above and beyond doubling up comments. Bonnie, I think when she was talking about letting fish soak in a bag, she was referring to an aquarium. I think that's what you're supposed to do to introduce fish to the water in the tank. Yeah, you do. You put the bag on the top and just let it sit so it acclimatizes itself, but it doesn't soak. That's what I was laughing at, Bonnie. She's such an idiot. Kismet. Thank you, Jules, for pointing out direct flight. It makes me angry when she says straight flight. All the time. She's a hillbilly and can't hide it. So true. Mulver. That one irritates me too. One time she asked her subs why people in airports always look at the monitors. And she's so fucking stupid. Maybe if she'd done that, she would have realised that she wasn't in first class on her last thing. I'm waiting for that to happen again. Kismet, I would so enjoy seeing her on a long flight to Europe. Oh, please, no. She may not survive the long flight, or may not make it through customs without a total breakdown. Oh, wouldn't you love that? They pulled her. Excuse me, madam. We need to see what's in your bag. Why have you only got shoes and lipstick? Are you going to be on the game? What? Bella, yep. I just checked to make sure that my trench coat buttoned right down the middle. And hallelujah, it did. I'm so happy for you, Bella. Mystical Fairies is laughing. She comes out with the stupidest things, doesn't she? Bonnie, please don't feel obligated to do her hair video. Thank you, Bonnie. I'm not doing it. I don't care. If anyone else wants to watch it, they can watch it, but I ain't doing it. She drives me insane with her fucking hair. Bonnie, do you think those girls at the restaurant really gave a rat's ass how much Blanche ate? Maybe she could talk them into signing up for her class. Unbelievable. Mulver, she could have sold them her lipstick. So many missed opportunities. Think, Lisa, think. Bonnie, of course, then they could have had a real sexy vibe with a slight undertone of masculine energy. Oh, apparently the bloke in Bergdorf said he could sell loads of her lipsticks. Yeah, what was he after? Valerie's laughing. I'm not sure what at though, Valerie. Hi, Jules. What do you wear on your neck? By the way, beautiful ring. Thank you. Do you mean this? Normally I have a purple towel. It's a microfiber towel. It's 1,000 years old. And it's really... because I can't cope. If I get a draft, my neck seizes up. So I use it for that. Plus, if I've put too much hand cream on, or if I haven't... when I come back from the toilet after I've washed my hands, I take my rings off and dry them and whatever. But this, I've been trying to find a replacement for the purple one, and I can't for the life in me. But this is just a pink microfiber cloth type thing. It's just slightly too short, but it's working for now. I got a pack of them, so I got a blue one, a pink one, some black ones and whatever, but I'm still on the search for something like the same length as that hand towel, but as thin as that, so I can wear it around my neck. But it's habit now, because if I don't have it on, my neck gets really cold and it seizes up on me. So It's just a cheap microfiber towel. Malva, your reaction killed me. Would have kicked her flat ass to the curb too. Oh, can I please? Can I? April. Is it April or is it Kathleen or is it April Kathleen? That was my mother's name. That is my mother's name, Kathleen. Why does she have to take pictures of and talk about what she eats? It's been the exact same food for 6 years. I know. Because she's got fuck all to talk about. That's why. She couldn't hold a conversation with anyone because nothing happens in her life. It's quite sad, isn't it? Angel Trumpet. Wish she had gone to New York a few days earlier when it was bitterly cold. She probably would have turned around and gone home. She'll get bored of New York soon, ladies, and then you won't have to even deal with her. Blondie. I'm physically disabled after a failed spinal fusion surgery in 2014. That's a bugger of a fucking surgery as well. Failed fusion is what my doctors call it. Jed has been told if he doesn't watch what he's doing, he'll have to have that. And he's like, nope, I ain't go. He had to go and have back surgery because one of his discs popped out, accident at work, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he's mangled his back, so he's trying to be really careful so he doesn't have to have another operation. I walk with an altered gait, limp. Lisa is bothered by being asked about her hair. I've been asked several times, what's wrong with your leg, by several strangers while out and about shopping. I'm often pushing a rollator for stabilisation as I'm unsteady on my feet. It really gets to me. Have you thought of getting a scooter, Blondie? And then they can't see how you walk, so you don't have to deal with all the answers. Questions. And you can just ride past them. Or, if it was me, because I'm a big mouth, I'd put something sarky on my back. I'm just walking like this for a laugh. Or I'd have it hanging off the top, the front of the rollator. Anyway, sorry. It really gets to me. I know people are curious, probably don't mean anything by asking, but it's just hard. I want to be just another shopper. Oop, where did that go? I have chronic pain from this spinal stenosis, disc bulging issues above and below my surgeries. Oh, they really fucked up, didn't they? Oh, honey. Neuropathy of my lower extremities. This has changed so many parts of my life. I try so hard to hide my issues. Walk straight, but I can't hide this. I am able to keep myself together when these strangers ask me about my legs, and can't help but get emotional when I'm alone because it's something I continue to struggle with. This woman has utterly no clue whatsoever. How lucky she is to be healthy and able. I feel for her husband. She has no empathy for others whatsoever. I hope he has someone to talk to about coping with these health changes. Everything is about Lisa, isn't it? Right? Ugh. Go to a mobility shop, Blondie, and try a scooter and see what you think, because then it stops all the aggravation. Apart from I rode mine and we went Asda shopping and there was something on a top shelf, so I got off the scooter to get it, and a whole load of people went, oh my god, it's a miracle I can stand up, and then they all fucked off again. So but it would stop the questions. But I can understand that you want to stay physically going, do you know what I mean? But you'd be able to go further with a thing and then walk on your own terms around your own house or local, do you know what I mean? And then you don't have to put up with people asking you questions. Sending you gentle hugs, my dear. I hope you have better days ahead. Jackie, I'm so sorry. There are many of us who do care about you and others, and I do hope you know that. Hugs and prayers to you. Thanks for that, Jackie. We all do care about each other here. That's the difference. Lisa, someone could fall off the edge of the earth and she wouldn't even notice they'd gone. Wanda, Jules, I'd love for her to have to spend a night and morning getting ready in your bathroom. No way. Oh, well, not yours, because that would mean you'd have to put up with her, but a bathroom just like yours. Can you imagine? Oh, you wouldn't hear her. She'd be fucking whinging all day long. Christina. Oh shit, poor Jules. She's going to make another hair video. Ugh, no. Ain't doing it. I'm saying it now. Not doing it. Or 8686. Do you have a reaction video of her calling the woman in the elevator frumpy? I'd love to hear your commentary on that. I've done that. I'll do it now, because if I say look for it and then come back later and whatever, I won't, and I won't remember to do it. Let me see. See, I put hashtag frumpy in a lot of videos after that to try and call her on it. That was reacting to comments. I can't remember what she was wearing in it. Reacting to style tips to not dressing frumpy, from frumpy to classy chic. Is that it? The 45. Play. You live in the fucking 90s. Who
felt your just most badass self?
And I think a lot of...
Every fucking day I get out of bed, Lisa. It's that one. Boop. There we go. Enjoy. Jackie, just when I can't believe she could possibly show her ignorance and stupidity anymore, she tops herself. Totally delusional as well. Insufferable, isn't she though? Wanda, she took a picture of the menu at the Crosby in case any of you want to place an order. Wasn't that sweet of her, even though none of us are in fucking New York? She's an idiot. I actually went and looked to see, because I was curious to see how much breakfast was, and it's about £30, which, for the centre of New York, isn't too bad in my opinion. I was expecting it to be a hell of a lot worse. Shelley, she says she makes these videos on YouTube for us because she wants to show us, but really she has no life, no real friends. This is just a way for her to talk. Everybody has to listen and for her to brag about what she has. Yeah, it's show and tell every week. She's been doing it since before YouTube. She cleaned her parents' home, however much she actually did, because she was always whinging they didn't have a dishwasher and whatever. They gave her $50. John topped it up with another $50, and then she gussied herself and Brooke up. They went to the mall, and she spent the entire $100 on herself, and then came back and did a show and tell for John. Who would do that? First time mum, little baby girl, $100 in your hand. You'd be buying stuff for the baby, wouldn't you? Not Lisa. Jackie, you've got that right. Bo and her minion subs eat it all up, 'cause they're fucking stupid. So as many times as she's aggravated Maria for her and not purchased anything, she makes a big purchase from another sales rep. If I were Maria, she could make her own reservations from now on. Don't call me, that's what I'd tell her. I feel sorry for Maria. I think Maria's on the outs though anyway, because she didn't have the bag and she didn't return her call. Claire, for someone who does have a dysregulated nervous system, the fact that she has now found the perfect reason for having a tantrum is driving me crazy. I know. And the amount of times she said it as well, and it's like I just wanted to punch her. If she did actually have a dysregulated fucking nervous system, she'd know about it. It's like Lardy saying she's got fibro when she doesn't. Fucking irritate the arse off me, these people. Shelley, thought she was going to work and not being so judgmental this year, is what she said in one of her previous videos. She was going to work on not being so judgmental this... Bo, so I decided to read the comments to this video on her channel while I waited for you to upload part 2. I couldn't believe the amount of comments about them loving her New York trip videos and how wonderful Lisa is. Absolutely mind-blowing. Exactly. That's why I don't look at the comments, because I'm there the whole time going, idiots, idiots, fucking idiots. What are they watching? Are they watching something completely different? Because they can't be watching what we're watching. Is that still got... Yeah, sorry, I'm paranoid about sound now. Shelley, she's so arrogant and so full of herself. But put her in a crowd of women, she's probably the most insecure person you could meet. Guaranteed. MJ, 3247. So, she went on to tell about her breakfast, but how exactly was she going to show these young girls how to eat? I know, I didn't get it either. Made no sense to me.
To my parents, and I said, I'm going to show these girls how to eat. Because I ordered my usual 4 scrambled...
We know. How did... What, were they eating tissue? What were the girls eating? And do you really think the girls were bothered about what you were eating? They had each other to talk to. They weren't sad and lonely, sat in a fucking hotel in a town that they don't live in, pretending to be something that they're not. She's like senile. She's been doing that a lot lately, where she starts to say something and doesn't finish saying the thing, goes off into another story. Yikes. Yeah, I've noticed that. 3406. Yeah, Jules, she did that earlier when she said her seat by the window was taken for breakfast. She's so annoying. Here's my Prada building. Everything's my, isn't it? Gotta love a narc. Bijou. She loves being away from her family and pretended she's single. Why isn't John offended by it? I'm beginning to think they deserve each other. I no longer feel sorry for him. Thing is, though, he probably doesn't watch her videos because he has enough of her 24/7, so why would he? And if she says she's going there for business trips or whatever, schmoozing with people, he probably just switches off and doesn't want to know. He's probably had enough by now. She looked like a fool in that pink and black outfit, just saying. Shelley, I wouldn't watch this on her channel, so I waited till you put it up. And this video has aggravated the hell out of me. Who that is married would go on a 3-day trip unless it was business by yourself? Why would you want to be by yourself when I have free time? I want to do things with my husband. I enjoy his company. He enjoys mine. We have a good time together. We don't just live together in a house. We live together in life. Exactly. It's like, it's like she's moaning about how bad her life was and blah-de-blah-de-blah. And it's like, most of you know my situation. Jed's disabled. The kids are autistic. I'm disabled. We're in a shitty house that we're stuck in because I thought it was a fucking good idea to buy it. And now it won't make enough money for us to sell it and get a bungalow, which is what I need. Blah, 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 blah. But we belly laugh every fucking day, all 4 of us. Something happens and we will belly laugh. I wonder, when did she last belly laugh with her husband? And she has everything she ever wanted. And her health. Jackie. And apparently over Valentine's Day. I know. Jackie. Oh, how much wish that hotel were banned. Yeah, me too. Very tempted to send them that clip. Oh, nothing turned up. Miss him. Penny. Oh no, dirty snow in New York. Didn't they know she was coming? I think they thought it was next week. Amanda. Jules, I looked at a hotel in Sicily, I think. The White Lotus one, and it was 11,000 a night. Fuck. Do you know where I'd love to go if I could go anywhere? Is it the Maldives? Or is it somewhere else? You know, where they've got those like little pier things, and then they've got huts out in the water. I would love to go and stay there. Can you imagine how idyllic it is to just wake up and there's water all around you and things swimming about and the sun. I haven't seen the sun since I don't know when. Jackie, imagine someone not fawning over her. Laughing my arse off. Thank you. Serves her right for once, doesn't it? Maya, there wasn't a fashion show at the New York Fashion Week event, just music. Maybe I'm missing the point. No, it was some meet up for one of her things, Like to Know It or some fucking thing. She was never going to a fashion show at Fashion Week. She just happened to be there at the same time as Fashion Week. But she says it to make it sound like she's so important and she's going to New York for Fashion Week, when she's not. Tracy, we are all just little babies. What the fuck? She's describing herself to a T. Exactly. Amanda, this is one of her worst ever. Another blow-by-blow account of nothing. She just repeats the same boring minutiae time after time. Why the actual fuck does she think people want to hear she ate eggs, burgers, pizza, cheese and Coke time after time? She's becoming a ridiculous caricature. The trousers are dog tooth or houndstooth, and I wish someone would douse her fur coat in paint. I also love how Hillbilly John knows more about how they deal with snow than a New Yorker, when he probably never seen any. She should try Chicago, where I lived, and had snow for months on end, and the corner of each street 5 foot high. Ah, it'd be no good for me. I'm only 5 foot and a fart. I'd never see over the top. I need one of them periscopy things. What's over there? I don't know. It's like with Jed. He's 6 foot and a bit, and I'm 5'4". And the entire time we've been together, he used to go, look at that over there. And I'd go, what? And he'd go, thing over there. I can't see. What? What are you talking about? Anyway, when we moved in here, we were going around, because it was a shithole when we got this place. So we were going around with the camera, doing befores and afters and whatever. Anyway, he watched a bit where I'd filmed, and then he filmed, and it went up that high, and he was like, oh, I get it now. And I'm like, see, I can't fucking see what you're pointing at. I'm down here. It's funny. Highly caffeinated. Check-in is at 3. What part of that does she not understand? Her having no friends is totally understandable, isn't it though? Bo, the red wallet on a chain. Chanel is more of a date night bag, exactly. But she wouldn't know, because I'm guessing she doesn't have date nights with John. Date nights would be perfect for her to wear her fancier outfits. Or the wallet on a chain is handy to have under your coat in somewhere like New York or London or whatever, when you're just smooching about and sightseeing. But she doesn't do that. She has to buy shit. Bonnie, maybe the lady liked her hair better with it being shorter. What a drama queen. Exactly. She never bothered to find out, did she? She just had a fucking meltdown. Peg, yes, she was most likely thinking, oh good, she cut off that mess. MJ, 2211. Does the sweater have cat hair all over it? There's something all over it.
How sheer it
Manky.
is. This is good for wearing around the house. This is good for wearing out, like
It's manky.
cashmere sweat.
She can go on about her cashmere, but if it's all covered in shit, I don't want it, thank you. See, that's what gets me. She wants everything to be pretty and perfect and just so. Stores, hotels, even other people. But she's a fucking pig. She keeps cat hair all over her stuff. And remember when she was showing products and then throwing them down on the floor and she thought we couldn't see? Not to mention how she keeps her dining table full of crap. But when she goes places and sees people, everything must meet her high standards. She says, except for herself.
Over that ribbed turtleneck, and I was
So true, though. Bonnie, oh my, are we throwing a tantrum because they wouldn't check her in early? Bless her heart, I know, she was devastated. Peg, maybe it's just me, but I don't understand that rent-a-designer bag gig she's doing now. It seems ridiculous to me. The only way I see it being of any use to anybody is like, if you're going somewhere for a meeting or whatever and you want to impress, you could hire a posh bag to have. Or, like she was doing, you want to buy a certain bag but you don't know if you'll like it, then you could have it and play with it for a few weeks and see if it's you, or if it's not, you can give it back. If you're going to somebody's posh wedding and you haven't got a posh bag or jewellery to wear, it's handy for that. I can see it coming in handy for people. But Lisa will just take the piss out of it, won't she? Or she'll do it just for this month and she won't bother again. Because she's already trying to get 2 in a month when you're only supposed to have 1. Panda, glad she took 45 pictures of herself. Most people wouldn't share this boring trip. Chanel's sales assistant sized her up as a looky-loo tourist. I wonder how many towels she stole from the Evelyn. Why doesn't she browse the hotel website to view the accommodations? Idiot. She doesn't want to do any fucking work or anything like that. You're going somewhere. I mean, I would spend, if I was going there and I'd think, right, what do I want to do while I'm there? Google Earth. What's round the side? How far can I walk? What's this? What's that? Do you know what I mean? But she doesn't do that. She gets there and then she bugs the shit out of the hotel workers. Oh, is there anywhere I can get a pizza? Is there anywhere I can get this? How do I get an Uber? What do I do now? Bonnie, yes, I'm bored as well. Also grossed out too. She wore the black loafers out and now she's holding the bottom of them in her hands. I know, she's gross. Joyce, I thought exactly the same thing. MJ, no, Jules, 3158 means now she will start to copy those lipsticks. See, she gives herself permission to pivot. Fake ass bitch.
This looks nothing like the Hermes. What the fuck are you talking about? You're trying to put yourself in that category now.
I know, she'll be wanting fucking Hermes money next, won't she? Nice big hole to pickpocket you with, 3841.
Does have this outside pocket, which
Yeah.
I love to have at least a little pocket.
Just saying, Lisa, with your karma, I wouldn't chance wearing that in New York. She's fucking blessed by the angels. Nothing ever happens to Miss Teflon coated Lisa, does it? She'll get away with it. She always fucking does. That's what annoys me. Christina, Dumpkin Part 2. Everyone buckle up for the ride. MJ, do it, Jules. Do what?
I'm half tempted to send this to that hotel and say, don't let her book again.
Rude. Who says that? Nothing turned up missing. Who does she think works there? Fuck's sake. Fagin? Wendy, Jules, I'll listen to you in my car and laughing out loud. My guess is Miss Wannabe New York Sophisticate has never set foot in an art gallery. Reformulating, Dudden, hillbilly. I'm surprised her mummy and daddy didn't get her a better education. Thank you for the much needed laughs. You are very welcome, Wendy, and drive safe. Joyce, I'm sure Maria was at work, but she was hiding because she knew that Lisa was coming. The poor woman was like, go tell Lisa I'm not at the work today and get rid of her ASAP. We used to have to do that for our Polly Pocket at work. Right, is there anybody on the naughty step? Oh, Bonnie, what did you say? She never quits talking about herself. My God, she's boring and self-centered. Why have they put you on the naughty step for that? Or have you just said that now? Hang on. Right, held. That's what I meant to do. Right, there's no one on the naughty step. Are there more comments? Yes. Oh, wow. There's lots. MJ, notice she didn't go back to see Maria, 5437, even though she said she wanted to see her the day before.
I don't want to go back to Bergdorf. I don't want to go to Soho.
Yeah. She gets so upset when little things like a no return ASAP text from Maria. Also, why not go see her Jerry? Oh, because last time she went to see him, he was busy. Lisa, he was working. She wants everyone to drop everything for her or she drops them. R.I.P. Morgan. That's so true. Cece, I'm going off about those loafers. They really kook me out. Melissa, do not show those ever again. They are absolutely disgusting. Like your camel toe prior video. I hope her minions try to argue with me because I have 2 cats that will defend me and gladly leave a stinky surprise on their pillow. Bo, if you don't kiss Lisa's ass wherever she goes, you're immediately someone with bad vibes. Wow. That fucking sales assistant in Chanel had her number, didn't she? And she was like, oh, fuck, don't put me with her. MJ, why is she standing like that? Her posture, 106.37, is awful.
Fucking hair.
I know.
Get them. Okay, and the same photographer.
She looks like she's got a hump back there, doesn't she? And she's all over the photographer with it to get off. Fucking mauling them. Oh, I don't like that. Can you take that one again? Oh, that makes my big vein pop out. I bet she's a fucking nightmare. Cece, my dad has macro degeneration. He's a lot older than John, though. Melissa, this is very serious. I can't believe you constantly have him drive you to the airport, especially at dark. You really need to do your research about this. It's far worse than your deep-fried hair. You could give her glasses to wear that showed her what John was going through and how difficult it is, and she'd still make him do it. Alice, she seems very uncaring about John. She is. She doesn't give a flying fuck about John. She's not interested. As long as he's doing what she needs him to do, opening boxes, making Bitcoin, cooking dinner, buying the groceries, she's not asked. Joyce, Lisa actually went to New York on Valentine's Day instead of spending it with her husband. That speaks volumes, doesn't it? When she didn't need to go, it wasn't anything important. And the thing that she did go for, she only spent an hour there. Bo, oh, I really enjoyed my pizza party in my room by myself. So the magical part of this New York trip was that her hair looked longer at the Like to Know It event, yeah? And that she had a pizza party in her room, that was it. Joyce, 2412, that person in the background watching Lisa. She was probably debating whether to call the men in the little white coats carrying big butterfly nets to come and get Lisa. I'd love to see that.
I had to do a video every day. And, okay, so this day I wore my little mini
Oh, I
Chanel.
didn't even notice there was somebody in the back before. Good catch. Bonnie, I can remember there was a lady in the town I grew up in that everyone talked about. She wore strange clothes and tons of makeup that was caked on her face. She would walk down the street talking and laughing to herself. I wonder if that's how people feel about her. Wouldn't surprise me. Cynthia, at 8, the camel toe off-duty big baby who's having a nervous breakdown. This just proves those who watch her and like her nonsense are just the same as she is. If she has to block comments, just think how she blocks people in real life.
Flagship Neiman Marcus in Dallas, and that has been the best little pouch. In that little pouch, I keep cash, my toothpicks, a lipstick.
Do we care? No. CS, her nose is getting so long. She needs to use her money on a facelift. I think she's reeling that in anytime soon, because if you notice, she's wearing a lot of turtlenecks. She doesn't like her neck anymore, so it won't be long. Is it going to be funny when she steps in that dog on the sidewalk? Oh, dog do. Yeah, you've left the ... I was thinking, what dog? In her boots, and she'll get her socks wet. Bonnie, the video is halfway over and she hasn't mentioned Fashion Week at all. Isn't that why she went there? No, she went for this stupid party in that hotel that she couldn't be bothered her ass staying for. It just happened to be Fashion Week. CS, pull up a close-up of her hands. I know, they're bad, aren't they? Bella. There is something broken inside of Lisa. She really has no self-confidence. Just look at the breakdown she had over someone saying that she cut her hair. Wow. So insecure. She needs reassurance that she's relevant. Lisa needs to have adoration, especially from strangers. It seems to me, anyway. So she buys really expensive things and goes on multiple trips by herself, mostly to make her feel important and special. That's really sad to me. I really saw this with this particular video. She gets so wound up and almost defeated when things don't go her way. She's so stuck on the physical, her hair, her makeup, her handbags, her clothing, and so it goes. She's empty inside of her soul. So sad. Totally empty. And she doesn't appreciate what she has that's good. She says the right things, but she doesn't believe it, does she? Because if she believed it, she'd be at home and not in fucking New York pretending she's single. Shirley, so true. Bo, why are we the only ones that see this? The praises she receives in her comments is wild. They seem to think that she's so wonderful. Their parasocial relationship with Lisa needs to be studied. I love your trip videos, Lisa. I live for these. Oh, it's so helpful. And it's like, what are you watching? What? Joyce, Lisa blew it out at Nordstrom, but she doesn't even know what she bought. That's an addiction. Buying for the sake of buying. Who doesn't know what they bought? Didn't what's-her-face do the same thing? Michaela, £200,000 on shoes or something. And Jacqueline Hill. She's just trying to be one of them. CS, that vein in the middle of her forehead really stands out, doesn't it though? She's lying about not being jealous, isn't she? Lauren, I really can't stand her. Next, bet all my money on it. Carolyn Bassett Kennedy. Carolyn Bassett Kennedy. It's all we're going to hear about from her. Copycat bitch. She's always copying somebody. Shelley, no matter how much she buys, she can never buy class. Imagine taking life advice from her. What the fuck? She's beyond messed up. Sounds like Lisa has worn out her welcome in New York. Yep. Boston, here she comes. Joyce, 10906. I can guarantee you that she was jealous.
I'm not jealous of anyone here. I'm not jealous of how they look, their hair, their makeup, their body, their back.
So you're... I can guarantee you that she was jealous. Otherwise, why go out of your way to make a point of saying it? Lisa can say how happy she is. She can say that she's blessed. She can say that she doesn't want to look young. And she can say that she's not jealous of other women. Oops. But it all sounds like bullshit to me. Is she trying to convince us or herself? Exactly. LPH, she does want to look younger, which I don't think is a bad thing. Why else would she copy the girls that could be her grandkids? Lol. Alice, I'm sorry, but she looks ridiculous in those hats. She's not a hat person. Surely she can see that. I'm not a hat person either, though. Cynthia, Jules, I don't think she wanted to buy tissues. She wanted a servant worker to give her a tissue. She's a real narc, so I think she bought stuff so they wouldn't think she was a poor old lady who wandered out of the home. And what kind of life coach dummy doesn't have tissues in her bag? Bayog. I can't say what you're trying to say there. But yeah, see? She should have watched the What's in My Bag. I have tissues in my bag. Bonnie, she never quits talking about herself. My God, she's boring and self-centered. She surely is. And on that note, I'm calling it because my throat's dying. If you got to the end with me, thank you very much. And I will see you in the next one.